is that step going to serve my long-term goals? Or do I have the ability to expand down the future?
My name's Collin Hart.
And I'm VanderWeele with Eckert Wordell. Today we'll cover what you should be thinking about when designing healthcare facilities.
In this video, we'll talk about your options surrounding building a new building or renovating an existing one. So Jared, what do you think? What's the best course of action? Should a practice build a new building? Should they find one and expand on an existing building? What's the best way?
It's going to vary by what that practice goals are and what are the market forces that are making them think they need to do something in the first place. Okay. So are they adding providers, or what's their community calling them to be? High volume, need more just physical space to move patients through, or is it a recruitment, transition planning type event where they are adding physicians to their mix?
Right. And I imagine cost comes into that equation a little bit as well, right?
You can ignore cost, can't you?
Okay, so stay away from that. Okay.
No, of course it does. Of course it does. And schedule is another big one.
Yeah, okay, got it. So when you're onboarding a client, you're probably, just like we talked about in another video, you're asking them their goals, and that probably plays into the topic of should I build or renovate?
Right, and I think it's a natural thing to say, am I getting the most out of the space I have? Like, that's step one.
Right.
Is that step going to serve my long-term goals? Or do I have the ability to expand down the future? Or do I need to really find another space to to execute that long-term plan?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And so can you talk to us about a schedule? I mean, what's the difference in schedules between, let's say, a renovation project versus a new construction project? It sounds like that'll really play into people's goals.
Sure. So from the point that you say, okay, I've identified my space need, now if I could go find that in the market to lease, that's probably going to be a 6-month build. Yeah, and then there's some movement time and there's some design time and permitting on the front and back end. So maybe that's a 9-month project. To say, okay, I've got this need, let's go put this on new land, that can be 1.5 to 2 years before, with the civil engineering, the site permitting, and then the whole closeout of that.
Right. So that might even be the biggest question. Hey, what are your goals? But number 2, when do you need this, right?
Well said.
And so that's going to dictate, should you buy an existing building or rent an existing building, or should you build ground up?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate your time today and look forward to the next visit.
Of course.